Jayden Reed, Green Bay Packers wide receiver. He'll be joining us a little later in the show, Ocho. But first, Randy Moss calls out Tyreek. Moss said in an interview with the South Florida Sun Sentinel when asked where Tyreek stacks up as the all-time great receivers. He's nowhere all time. Where he's at today, Tyreek is probably top 5. I put him top 5. Ocho, you agree with that?
Oh man, listen. I mean, when we talk about all time, there's no reason to bring up the question about somebody being all time when they're still playing the actual game.
Yeah.
And he has a lot more time to go. But he is top 5. He was on a historic run. Obviously, he had a down season last last year. Obviously, we know why, because of
he got 11,000 yards, Ocho.
Yeah. Look, because of the inconsistent quarterback play at quarterback last season. But you have to realize, we talk about all time. He has 11,000 right now, but he's nowhere near done.
Correct.
He's nowhere to finish. Most of the time, players' bodies start to break down. They start to lose speed, but none of that is happening to Tyreek. And even if he does lose a step or two, it's still a step or two faster than everybody else.
I agree. Look, from time to time we do this. We did this with Tom and Peyton, whether they rank all time. We did this with Aaron Donald and J.J. Watt, whether they rank all time. Kind of Reeves kind of got that after that year that he had in 2009. He had that historically great season, and when he had one of the great cover seasons in NFL history. And so occasionally you'll get that. I don't have a problem with Moss said because you're talking about a 105-year history. And like you said, he's still going. Now, once his career is over, we got to have this conversation and see where he ranks. Because if I'm not mistaken, he has a Super Bowl ring. He's a 7, 8-time Pro Bowler. He's been an All-Pro. He's on the. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's on the All-Decade. He might not be on the All-Decade team. He might. I think he'll be on the All-Decade team in the 2020s. I don't know if he's on the All-Decade team or the 2010s because he got a late start. You know what I'm saying, Ocho?
Yes, sir.
So with that being said, I don't have a problem with what Moss said because Moss is looking like, hold up, how y'all just gonna have this man leapfrog a whole bunch of people? Now I know he's had, like you said, Ocho, he has what, 2 1,700-yard receiving seasons. No other player has more than one of those. He has 2, and you're right. He was on a historic run. Looked like he was gonna get 2,000. Caught a hamstring injury, got an ankle injury. I just think the thing is like, and that's why it's tough. It's tough when guys that have gold jackets say something.
Yes, sir.
Because it's going to generate a buzz, Ocho. Because, man, you heard Randy Moss say, and Randy is one of those historically all-time great receivers. So it carries a lot more weight than some analysts that didn't play the game or someone didn't play. Look, I understand that's their opinion. Everybody has an opinion. But Randy Moss' opinion, when he's talking about a receiver, it carries more weight. It just does.
Well, actually, and what he said is really not that bad. When you think about it, Tyreek being top 5 right now is a really good thing, even with the down season last year. Now, let's not be fooled and be caught up in the moment, in the fact that he had a down season. But there's nothing wrong with him. There's nothing wrong with him at all. But what Moss said is fair. It's fair. I just don't like the fact that the question was even imposed and asked to Randy Moss in general when Tyreek is still playing. That makes no sense to me at all. That's just I call it clickbait or creating unnecessary conversations that shouldn't be had when a player is still active anyway. That makes no sense to me.
If Tyreek, let's just say Tyreek had gotten an offensive player of the year in the process. Let's just say he stays one more year, Ocho, and he gets 2 Super Bowls, and he has enough. Because see, the thing is, when we put J.J. Watt and Aaron Donald in there, they got those DPOYs. They got Rookie of the Years. And so JJ had 2. He's the only guy to have 2 20-sack seasons. Aaron Donald was on a historic run. And so after year 6, year 7, man, where you put AD at? I ain't just talking about defense. I ain't talking about defensive linemen. I'm talking about defensive players, period. Where do you put J.J. Watt at? Because J.J. Watt, I think he finished second one year for MVP. When we hadn't had a defensive player win MVP since 1986. That was LT. So, we're looking at like, well, damn. And I agree. It's just that what Moss said, because when I just saw the article, I was like, well, damn, that's harsh. Then I read
But
it. He's saying
they listen,
he's not a historically great currently, but he is top
right.
five.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And of course, the article, the headline is going to draw you in. It's going to
Yeah,
draw you in
but
and
that's what you got to do. You got to get
force you
somebody
to
to agree.
click on
Ocho,
it.
if they'd just had Moss interview with South Sun Sentinel, ain't nobody clicking that article. But when they put
Exactly.
Tyreek ain't all time great, oh man, you heard what Moss said?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean that's the game. That's the savviness of the media in order to have as what we call clickbait to get to the tune in and want to read what was actually
That's
said.
why
But
I
in a sense, when I think about it, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. There are so many receivers that came before Reek, that laid that
yeah
foundation for what he's able to do now. And when you think about all-time greats, there have been some great ones, man.
yes
There have been some great ones that have come before me, during your time, before your
yeah.
time. So I
Don
think
Hudson
what
got like
Moss is
99
saying,
touchdowns on 500 catches.
yeah,
How you get 99? How you get 99 touchdowns on 500 catches, Ocho?
yeah, that's crazy,
And
man. That's
when they
crazy.
didn't throw the ball like that, I mean, you got a lot of great receivers. You got Larry Fitzgerald. Obviously, you got we know a lot of the main characters. We know Jerry.
Too
We know
many.
T.O. We know Randy. Well, you got
Hmm.
Marvin Harrison. You got Larry Fitzgerald. I mean,
Hmm.
there are some greats, but that's not to say if Tyreek get back on the path that he was on, and he has another two,
Yeah.
3 years like that, who's to say when he's got 15, 16,000 yards that we're looking like, okay,
Hmm.
well,
Yeah. It's good. We're gonna have to have that
we're gonna have the
conversation.
conversation.
And they,
See,
yeah, and he,
I don't know. Maybe I'm just. I mean, people say I'm getting soft, but I've never had a problem giving people credit.
yeah,
I ain't got no
yeah.
problem with that. I know me.
No,
Man,
not at
don't
all.
say, bro, stop it. You know
Hmm.
damn well that man better than you. Stop it. You ain't fooling nobody. I mean, why would some defensive lineman
Right.
get up there and say, "Man, I'm just as good as Aaron Donald"? Really, dude? Man, I'm just as good as
Yeah.
LT. Really, dude?
Mm-mm. It's different.
Come
It's
on now.
different. Listen, there's levels to
Yeah.
everything, and,
Thank you.
it's very smart. It's very smart to understand the DNA in which your parents bless you
Yeah.
with, you know, and to understand that you're nothing like a certain individual.
Ocho, I like to tell kids, if you get everything you can out of your ability, you succeeded.
Yeah,
You don't measure yourself, and that's where a lot of people get in trouble at because they measure themselves against someone else. We see this young lady;
yeah.
she's measuring herself. Well, she ain't got that body, or she doesn't have that hair, or she doesn't
Hmm.
have that dress, or she
Hmm.
doesn't have that what purse, whatever the case may be. Guys, well, I ain't built
Hmm.
like that. I can't run that fast. I ain't got that car. I ain't got,
Hmm.
bro. I
Yeah,
measure me against me.
yeah.
Once I got out of
You got to.
Glenville, me and my brother, we helped get my grandmother out of that house.
Hmm.
We success. Now
Yeah,
anything that
absolutely.
happened after that, okay, that's
Hmm.
just now you just adding
Yeah.
candles to the cake, Ocho.
But it gets crazy because when you think about society, right? When you think about society, society compares everything. It's all about
Yeah,
comparison. And what people have to understand is comparison is the thief of
yeah,
joy at
it is.
all
Yeah,
times. But everyone is doing something for someone else validation. Always. Well, they had it on, so I'm gonna go get it. Well, if they're wearing it, that means that gives me a certain look, a certain type of status of some sort. And as much as we say I'm my own person, I don't want to be like nobody else. Everybody goes out and does exactly what
yeah,
everybody else is doing. Everybody's sheep. Everybody's sheep. And anytime you don't follow whatever the trend may be, or you're a little different
yeah.
than what everybody else is doing, oh, you weird.
Oh yeah, they got that.
Something's wrong with him. Everybody want to fit
It
in.
don't bother me, Ocho.
No.
I see these guys now, and I guess the thing now is guys painting their nails. I ain't about the nail polish. It ain't me. I don't
Yeah.
care. What? Let me ask you a question, Ocho. Can you throw me a touchdown? Can you catch a touchdown? Can you hit the shot?
Yeah.
That's what I care about.
Come on now.
Man, I didn't give a,
Yeah.
I
Yes,
didn't
sir.
look.
Yes,
All
sir.
I wanted the guy to do was to bring his ass to be on practice on time, be in the meetings on
Yes, sir.
time, and when we have a game,
Mhm.
perform. Whatever you
Yeah.
did that didn't harm anybody, I don't care nothing about that, Ocho. I don't.
Yeah, no. Yeah, listen, I can't even talk about no paint. Hell, I was doing all black. This way back in goddamn
Yes.
2005, 2007. I had all black nails. I was going through that gothic stage, huh? I went through a
Oh, you
gothic
was
stage.
golf, huh?
I thought, yeah. I would go, I thought I was a punk rocker. I had the blonde hair, the mouth full of gold, black nail. I just didn't care, man. I
Yeah.
just,
But now anytime you do something that 60 million or 100 million or everybody else don't do, oh, you weird. Oh, you zesty. But that's the thing
Listen,
now.
hey.
But see, the thing is, Ocho, I've been carrying a crossbody since 2000. If you go back and you can find pictures of Shannon having one way back when.
Hold on. Now you ain't. Hold on. I got way more than you. Well, let me show you my crossbody. I got.
You got one.
Yeah.
This dude a nutcase. What Chad? What has Ocho purchased? Oh Lord, have mercy, boy. Hey, I'm not saying that Ocho ain't got. Ocho ain't coming to some newfound wealth, but there is signs that he has. I'm just saying, I don't know how many jobs he got. He had 50-11. Maybe he got 60-12. This man done went and got a chrome. Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Hey, I got crossbody too, huh? You hear me? Hey, this for my cigars though. I keep my cigars in here when I'm traveling.
So you had to go get a $15,000-$20,000 bag to put cigars in. Haul my ass. You heard what I said.
How look,
You look good. I like it.
Yeah,
Hey, bro, Ocho.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Ocho,
I appreciate that.
since you know me, have you ever seen me without one?
Oh yeah. You listen. The funny thing about it is you carry crossbody bags, right? It's part of the European culture. It's part of European culture, and depending on where you go, everybody has them.
You go to Europe, that's all you see.
That's all you see. The funny thing about it, the people that make fun of it are so centralized and being in the States where they're not used to seeing it, and it hasn't been, I don't know, not really informed. It's just something that they're not used to seeing because not very many people do it here in the States. And those that do, it's normally businessmen, those of a certain status, and they carry it for a reason.
But a lot of the NBA, a lot of the NBA players, NFL. I mean, because a lot of those bags, they're expensive. They're expensive. I mean, you see guys carrying those Hawks. Man, those bags are 100,000, 200,000.
Yeah. I mean, you never know because most people aren't privy to those type of things. If it's not what everybody else is doing, it's frowned upon.
True.
Or it's not cool.
Man, I wouldn't. Ocho, I was one of those guys. I used to be, man, if I ever got money, ain't no way I'm going to spend X for a house, or I would spend Y for a car, or I would do this for a watch until I got the money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what is the point of working your ass off and not enjoy at least a bite of the fruit from the tree that you helped plant? That doesn't make sense to me. I'm not saying that everything that comes out you have to get it, but shouldn't you enjoy yourself since you are the one? Because I promise you, you might work your ass off and leave $100 million, and I guarantee you, people you leave it to, I guarantee they're gonna spend hell out of it. I guarantee you, what you left them, they won't leave somebody else.
They're gonna run right through it. Yeah.
So I'm gonna get some enjoyment. I'm gonna get some enjoyment. I want my kids and hopefully the grandkids, but I hope they're not sitting around being waiters waiting on me to kick over so they can get some bread. But I never understood that. I never understood that, Ocho. But Ocho, where we come from, we didn't see nobody having no Mercedes. I ain't see no Mercedes until I got to college.
Whoa. Hold on, boy. No, listen here. Now that's a great story. Now you see what that jacket say on me right there, right? It say Liberty City.
Oh, you had them Jack boys. Them Jack boys had them Benz on.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. If you listen to Rick Ross music and you talk about the Boobie Boys, you listen to Trick Daddy and Trina, I done seen 15, 16-year-olds with Mercedes, with Donk Chevys, supposed to be in school, but they doing their thing. So I grew up seeing the young fellas, and I always wanted it. I wanted a Chevy so bad. Yeah. I wanted a glass house. I wanted a box Chevy with the 90. I wanted all that. But I'm looking at little kids. Boy, you a freshman. What you doing driving a Benz?
Mm-hmm.
What you doing in a 90? A cat? What are we doing? My grandma, that'll never be you. I tell you that. That'll never be you. I'm in church. Every day start with a Y. I was in church.
Oh, the old people. Hey,
every
if you live with your grandma, you going to church.
I was in church.
Ocho, we both grew up with our grandparents. You going to church?
Hey, I was a junior deacon. I was in the choir. boy, don't let me have to sing "What a Friend We Have in Jesus."
Yes,
Boy,
yes. Oh, we're
boy,
gonna start the devotional
I
service.
can lead a choir
Hey,
now.
hey, hymn number 492. Ask someone for a suitable tune. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. Oh, amazing. Oh, yes, sir. Mary Porter, Barney and Mary gonna have you in Bible study. They're gonna have you in choir
Hey,
practice. Then you have like the junior
hey,
deacons and all the man, please. But see, the thing
yes,
is,
sir.
Ocho,
And
if you could see
uh-huh.
something, it's easy to if you see it. Because I think the
Mm-hmm.
best thing that
Mm-hmm.
ever happened to me is that I had a brother that was 3 years
Yeah,
older, and I saw he had it. But when
yeah.
I was growing up, we just had to dream. All we had were
Mm-hmm.
aspirations. I saw Miami Vice, and that was the first time I'm hearing about a Ferrari. I'm seeing Rolex. I
Mm.
see Versace. I see Lennon. I said, oh, I got to get that. I
Yeah.
got to get that. Wait, wait, no, I mean, I got to get that, Ocho. So that's my
And
success. I measure my success by I've already exceeded.
mm-hmm.
Based if
Mm-hmm.
you just look at me from people from Glenville, I'm
Yes,
Elon
sir.
Musk. To them,
Yeah.
I'm Jeff
Yes,
Bezos. To
sir.
them,
Yes, sir. Yeah. And the funny thing, and I don't mean to pivot off topic, but still on topic. What I don't like about today, being a followers, allowing those that you know are on the right path to do the right thing, and allowing them to do the
nah,
wrong
nah, nah. You got
things.
to pull them back to nah,
Certain
bro. That ain't
players,
you.
sir, we searched it. Listen, Unc, there was so much structure and discipline
Yeah,
during our
for
day.
sure.
There's so think about what you just said. You seeing all the things you want, right? I'm seeing all the things I want. Even if I wanted to move
That ain't happening.
and do what they was doing, because grandma can't see what I'm doing outside the
Nope.
house. There was so much structure and discipline in the streets. Even if I wanted to, when I even just trying to hang around, man, if you don't get your
Yeah,
ass
this
from around here,
this
man,
ain't you.
this ain't for
Nope.
you. This ain't for you. Even if I wanted to, they ain't
Yeah,
having it.
they like Lil Sharp,
Oh
man.
man,
You going places, man. You going to college. Hey, man,
yeah,
I'm gonna see you on TV one day.
yeah, get from around here. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, man. Kept me in line when my mama couldn't see.
Tyreek turned 31 in March. Tyreek is number 7
Yeah.
on the active list with 11,098 yards, but he lands him just 42 all time.
Mm,
Tyreek got plenty of time. I saw him working
yeah.
out. He looks fast. He looks twitchy. He's lost weight
Hey,
because remember I told you, Ocho, I thought he got a little bit too muscle bound. I
right.
thought he got a little bit too muscle bound.
Hey,
Now he looks
hey,
twitchy.
Unc. Yeah, hey, it was so funny, Unc. Watch him in person. Obviously, we see him on TV, we see him on ESPN, but Unc, to watch that Joker, you hear me? Up close and in person, come off that goddamn line
I ain't never seen anybody
and get out of
accelerate like
break
him.
and then re-accelerate in 2 steps
Mm-hmm.
now. We ain't talking about no taking no time to get going. I'm talking about right now. I got to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Break, man. It was a joy. It was a joy to see up close and in person, man, and the worth ethic and just oh man, dog. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful sight to
It
see.
is. I mean, look. I hope he gets it together because he's on a historic path. Today,
Yeah.
ESPN released the NFL rankings voted on by coaches, scouts, and executives. The number 1 rated receiver, Jamar Chase. The number 2
Yes,
rated
sir.
receiver, Justin Jefferson. The number 3 rated
Mm-hmm.
receiver, Tyreek Hill. Number 4, CeeDee Lamb. Number 5, A.J. Brown. Number 6,
Mm-hmm.
Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Number 7, Malik Neighbors. 8, Nico Collins. 9, Mike Evans. 10,
Mm-hmm.
Garrett Wilson. What did they get right? What did they get wrong?
I mean, it's right. It's right. One through. I mean, 1 and 2. It is what
Yeah.
it is. Even with the down year, we need to understand how special Tyreek
Yeah,
Hill is
we're not
based
taking
on
it.
what he's
I mean,
able.
he
Yeah,
had one bad year.
yeah,
I mean, because
yeah, yeah.
theoretically, if you look at it, CD had a down year. CD ended up getting
Yeah.
nicked and missing time, but CD is
Mhm.
a top receiver.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. What I would have done, obviously, I love what Nico Collins did last year. I love what Malik Neighbors did last year. I would love to have Mike Evans after AJ
Okay,
Brown.
you put Mike
I would love to have Mike Evans and give him more credit for the consistency in which he's put up, the numbers he's put up over the years, and always having 1,000 yards and being the heart and soul of that Tampa Bay Bucks defense. Amon
offense.
Ra, obviously, tremendous, tremendous. AJ Brown, tremendous. Garrett Wilson, I like Garrett Wilson. Had one hell of a rookie year. Obviously, the quarterback carousel over in New York, it's been up and down, but he still put up decent numbers. He got paid, so he can be happy and he can sit back and do what he needs to do. Now with Justin Fields, I'm looking for him to get back in that 1,400 yard range and put up some TDs.
Brian
What would
Thomas
you change?
Jr. I'm just looking at some names. Puka
Hey,
Nakua.
yes.
I'm just putting some. I'm just throwing names out here and just see what we're gonna do with them. So if we start NFC, so we go to NFC to East. Okay, they got Neighbors, they got CD, they got AJ. So they got 4 teams. They got 3 players. They got a player off each team in that division.
Yep.
So we go to the NFC North. So they got 2 guys, Amon Ra, and they got Jefferson. Yeah, I don't think Chicago has a player that should be in the top 10. I don't think who else? Green Bay. Green Bay doesn't have anybody, nor does Chicago. Yeah, okay, Chicago, Green Bay, no. Okay, NFC South. We got Mike Evans.
Mike, yeah.
Look, I like Drake London, but I don't think he's top 10 yet, Ocho.
No,
Okay.
not yet.
So
Not yet. A few more
Yeah.
years in strings of consistency, it puts him in that conversation. Actually, him actually being he is the number
Yes.
one. But I mean, it actually showing up every single week on film on ESPN. It's always something number 5
Yeah.
is doing. You know
Yeah,
what I'm trying
for
to
sure.
say? 'Cause when Julio Jones played, you seen every week
Every
it's
week,
something different.
Julio will get put in work.
I haven't gotten that from brother London yet. I'm sure he's capable of doing it. They just haven't found it. Him and Mike Penix Jr. They gonna create that
Yeah.
magic.
NFC South, you got Brian Thomas. You got Nico Collins. Pittman is growing, but he's not top 10. Tennessee,
there yet,
Calvin
but
Ridley.
Hey, you know what? Listen, Calvin, he's fringe top 10
Yeah.
now. He's fringe, belongs in there. We take away that issue we had in Atlanta. We take that away, and he's a player that
Oh, yeah,
is
just
can
on
be
ability. His
consistent at
ability
what
to
he does.
separate, the route run.
Oh,
Because one thing
man.
them guys from Alabama can do is to run a route.
Run some routes.
They can run
put it up
routes,
and
but
put
they
it
going to sit
down.
it down on you, Ocho.
Hey, yes, sir. Absolutely.
AFC, Pittsburgh got anybody? Top 10, DK. They left DK's not in there. Who else? I think we like T, but I don't think anybody thinks T is a top 10 receiver. It's too many. Even if you consider him 1B, I don't think he's better than any of these guys that we got listed.
Right. But I put those players, the T. Higgins, the DK Metcalfs, Brian Thomas Jr., all those dudes that are not in the top 10. I put
You
them
put
right
them
on
there in that next group.
Yes, right below 10, but just good enough. Let's happen. Those that are 10, if they were on the opposite side, they can come in and step in and still do one hell of a job.
George Pickens,
with the number 1 being hurt or being out.
George Pickens, the Zay Flowers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell, when Tank Dell is healthy, he's game
They didn't have
changers
Devontae.
when used the
They didn't
right
have
way.
Jameson Williams, Jackson Smith, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
JSN.
Devontae.
That's another one. Devontae. Where's
Adams.
Devontae? Smith or Adams? Oh yeah, absolutely. Still, yeah, I'm not sure what year Devontae Adams is in.
He got to be at least a decade. He got to have at least a decade, Ocho.
Yeah, one of the best route runners ever, boy. Ever.
Oh yeah.
Ever.
Devontae Smith.
Yes, Slim Reaper, absolutely.
I mean, look, once you get past that top 5,
it get iffy.
The next 5, you take and you won't be just okay, you got him. Okay, come on, son.
Yeah. That's exactly how it goes. And then obviously based on who you ask, it always changes because it's based on preference. Because people always want to go for the player that's a part of their team.
We talked about this, Ocho. Like when we had the quarterbacks. You're like, okay, once you get past that top 5, you're like, okay, the next 5, like, I mean, because once you get past Mahomes, okay, I like Burrow. Okay, nah, man, I like Lamar. Okay, nah, I like Josh. Okay,
Josh,
you know what I'm saying? So
that's argument.
Basically, 2 through 5, 2 through 4, you just throw it up and like, oh, you know that game we used to reach in the bag and whatever you pull out, that's what you got.
We pull out, that's what it
Man,
is.
I'm reaching in there.
That's
Mahomes is already out the bag. I reached in there, I pulled out Lamar. Okay, come on, Lamar. I reached in there.
Yeah.
Damn, man, I got Josh Allen. Ain't like no, I want to put him back and try to get somebody. Nah, hell no, I'm good.
You can't go wrong either way you go.
I agree. Whew, okay, Ocho.
What happened?
Robert Kraft had a lot to say about Bill Belichick since they ended their partnership as owner and head coach as one of the greatest dynasties in sports history in January of 2024. In Kraft's latest comments on Dudes podcast, that's Julian Edelman and Gronk's podcast,
right.
Bob said Mr. Kraft said he took a big risk in 1999 when he lured Coach Belichick away from a rival Jets. Edelman asked Kraft what was his best decision he made since purchasing the Patriots. Kraft said, well, one that I got questioned the most was 1999. I gave the number one. He gave a first round draft pick. That's not the number one overall pick. He gave a first round draft pick in order to select Coach Belichick, who had only won a little over 40% of his games, and to get him out, thinking that Coach Belichick to come to the Patriots in 1999 was a big risk. I got hammered by the Boston media, but he was with us for 24 years, and we did okay. Today, Coach Belichick said the risk was taken on the other side. As I told Robert multiple times through the years, I took a big risk by taking the New England Patriots head coaching job. I already had an opportunity to be a head coach in the New York Jets, but the ownership situation was unstable. Belichick went on to say he was warned by multiple previous Patriot coaches and other NFL organizations that taking the Patriots job was going to come with many internal obstacles.
I mean,
two things can be
as
true.
Much kind of.
But here's the thing. Coach Belichick was right. Coach Belichick had a job. Coach Belichick took a huge risk because he left the situation for the uncertainty, and he listed all the things. They were $10 million over the cap. A lot of people, maybe, I don't know, his mentor, the guy that gave him his start and he looked up to, was Coach Parcells. Coach Parcells left and became the Jets head coach, brought Coach Belichick with him, and then Coach Belichick was, I guess, the coach in waiting.
Right.
Me, I think I'm different, Ocho. I've never had a problem. FS1 and Skip took a chance on me because no professional athlete had done what I did, what I was doing, what I was about to do, which was sit across from a journalist and debate topics after topics. Football, basketball, track and field, golf, tennis, social issues, it didn't matter. Ocho, we'll get back to that. Right now, we got a very special guest joining us. He attended your receiver workshop. Jayden Reed, Green Bay Packers wide receiver. Jayden, how you doing, bro?
Jay, what's up, boy? Man, ain't nothing, man. I'm right here, man. 1 foot in front of the other, making it do what it do.
Let me get your take on this, Jayden.
Yes, sir.
What were some of the things that you learned at this workshop that you didn't know going into it?
Man, it's just, I was talking to Ocho about it a little bit, just bring some swag and personality to my routes and everything like that. So, that was like one of the biggest things I took from it, like, and the confidence and the swagger that everybody had out there. I just feel like I need a little more grittiness and dog into my game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'd be too nice out there.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You got to believe you the baddest mofo on the planet.
Sure.
Especially confidence. And look, if you don't have that as a wide receiver, bro, you ain't got nothing.
No question.
Because I bet you best believe that guy that you going across from, he got it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yes, sir.
What about some of the things? Because, when I used to talk to guys, I was like, look, you want to play half a man. You never let want a guy put both, put the stop sign up in your chest.
Right.
Yeah.
Half a man. Hey, you ain't getting both hands on me. You might get one, and I'm going to break it. As soon as you stick it out there, I'm going to try to break your arm.
Yeah, that forearm got to break for sure.
Yeah.
You know that.
Go ahead, Ocho.
Yeah, no, we talked about it. We talked about a little bit of all that too, Unc, man. Every route, how to beat man, how to beat, different coverages and what to do. Understanding leverage, how to get open, how to set people up, how to manipulate, and transitioning and getting in and out of stuff. Obviously, it was only 2 days. There was only so much that we could do, but I want to give the young bulls, even with them already having success, I want to give them enough information to be able to take one thing. Just take one thing from it that you can add to your game and go back and know that you've improved in some area, whatever it may be. And the funny thing about it, that the things that they're going to improve on, these players that happen to show up, including Jay, the things that they're going to improve on are things that the naked eye can't see.
Mm-hmm.
People watching on TV, you're not even be able to see it. Sometimes the coaches might not be able to see it, but I want them to be able to go back and make everyone's job around them easier. Hell, Jayden go back and add something to his arsenal. Goddamn, coach look at, well, shit, this is something else. This opens up the playbook because now what I thought he couldn't do, well, the fuck, shit, now he can.
Yes, sir.
But again, when it comes to the NFL, when it comes to players in general, and Jay, I'm not talking about you in general, you know what coaches have to do? Coaches sometimes have to hide players' weaknesses. So to me, that always limits
what I can do with
they're able to do. Yeah, exactly. So I want them to continue to come, despite it looking good on Sundays at 1:00. Let's come here. Let's work on some things that are weaknesses that nobody else can see. Let's make our weaknesses our strengths, so there are no holes in your game at all. So when you do go back, it makes everybody else's job around you easy, especially your offensive coordinator and your quarterback.
Jay, let me ask you this. I don't know if you know this, but at one point in time, I was a big, slow wide receiver that I ate and lifted my way down to a 3-point stance, and I ended up moving to tight end. But the thing that I did at the tight end position is that I ran routes, but I was always thinking about the fourth quarter.
Right.
So although he might like, oh man, yeah, I D'd you up on that one. No, you didn't. I'm just setting your ass up for something I got in the fourth quarter when I need it. Because I got to keep something. I got to keep a little cash on me. Don't never leave home without some cash. Because everybody don't take credit cards. Everybody don't take American Express because they don't want to pay that 3%. Always leave home with a little cash on you. If it ain't no but $100 Ocho in 20s. But I'm going to keep some cash on me because come fourth quarter, when you cover that 7 route, that you think that you was up underneath, you ran to the outside like, yeah, I got that.
Right.
Now I'm gonna run that basic cross on your ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that how you think? Do you think about like when I'm running around the first quarter, second quarter, I'm setting your ass up for the third and fourth?
No doubt. You definitely can't pull everything out of the toolbox at once, like you said, man. You got to keep a little cash on you for later. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna need it for. So you know what I mean? It's different leverages, like y'all was saying. It's different leverages, different coverages you're gonna see. So it's a lot of different techniques you got to use on different routes and looks that you're going to get. So I 100% agree with that for sure. Like sometimes you got to save it to a little later. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Hey, I had a question too. Do you have the freedom? Obviously you're going into
yes,
your third year, right?
Going to year 3.
You're going into your third year with the concepts over there as far as when it comes to the passing game. Do they allow you, now that you're going into your third year, do they give you a little freedom to play with your split sometimes? Because sometimes the plays and the routes that you run, they become repetitive. Right. And obviously with the defenders, obviously they study and film. They know, well, hell, if you go +2, I already know what he's doing. If the ball's on the left hash or the ball's on the right hash and he's inside edge, I know what's coming. Are you allowed to play with your split a little bit as long as you end up in the same
100%. Yeah, going into year 3 for sure. Just understand the playbook and all that. The game's slowing down for me, so that's giving them more confidence in me to know, do stuff like that. Move a step out from the hash. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they may be, one step out from the split, switch my feet.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. So all that kind of stuff. That stuff make a difference for when you got confidence in the playbook. You know what you're doing. You can just play fast. So for sure, they definitely giving me a little more freedom to do stuff like that.
Man, Ocho, early in my career, I would line up wrong. Hey, Shannon, get over here.
Yeah.
Then when I get, he don't even know what he's doing. Yeah, I'm about to cook your ass. You think I don't know what I'm doing. I'm glad you think that. But Ocho, I know I'm supposed to be on the right. It's a right-handed formation. I go to the left. They're like, hey, 84. I'm like, oh, yeah, my bad. He don't even know what he got. Don't even worry about him. Pew! I'm going.
Barbecue chicken, you know that.
Yeah, exactly. But let me ask you this. John didn't have a problem because, in practice, I like to try different things, Ocho. He says, I don't care what you do. You can go to the bathroom. You can go order a milkshake. You can do whatever. But when my back foot hit, as long as you're where you're supposed to be, I don't give a damn about all that other stuff.
Exactly. Play fast. You know what I'm saying? Play fast and get to where you need to get.
Because a lot of times, hey, just run straight, give him a nod, break out. Give him a nod out, break in. Oh, run down there. No, come on, man.
Yes, sir.
These guys watch tape too.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. I hate coaches too, Unc, when it comes to X and O's and a route is drawn a certain way on paper, and they expect the route to happen the exact same way it is drawn up on paper. That's not the game of football. That's not the game of football. That's another reason why I was happy, them young bulls showed up, because there's 100 different ways to run one route. There's 100 different ways to run one route and still stay within the timing of the offense. Anytime you get that many great players together in one spot and they all run the same routes, there's always something you can steal from somebody else.
Hey,
there's always something you can steal from somebody else.
Hey, Ocho, hey, Jade, I had a smart mouth. So we be, hey, they be to draw something up, and I be done ran it a whole different way. And it's like 84. That's not the way we drew it up. I say, but with the way y'all drew it up, them X's and O's didn't move.
Right.
I moved and he moved. So that's why I ran it the way I ran it. Yeah. And that's why it sucked on that paper that y'all had it on.
Yeah.
But I like the fact if the coach will give you leeway, he has to understand. Yeah. You got to realize I'm doing this in real time. I understand what we saw on tape, but what we saw on tape and what that joker just did on this route wasn't what we saw on tape. Exactly. So I had to go accordingly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we ain't robots, man. We ain't robots. You feel me?
Yeah. Listen, I think sometimes at times offensive coordinators, obviously speaking from an offensive perspective, they get caught in their ego and want the things to look exactly like their scheme, exactly like
they drew it up, Ocho. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? You draw it up. If I build a house, bro, I want you to, hey, ain't nothing wrong with this design.
Yeah.
Right. But sometimes you got to
sprinkle your own look, you feel me?
Because
come on, you got to.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah. Sometimes they don't like it, man. Sometimes
you feel me? Grandma mac and cheese ain't gonna taste like auntie mac and cheese. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little different. You feel me? They gonna sprinkle their own little dig on it.
Yeah. But don't do too much, because right now, Jay, they adding mozzarella, they adding cheddar, they adding pepper jack, they adding 4, 5, 7. Man, I got this 7 cheese mac and cheese. Nah, give me one. Give me the cheddar. That's all I want. The cheddar cheese. Right. Okay? I don't want the 7-layer mac and cheese.
Right. Exactly.
Sometimes we do. Yeah. Now, sometimes people can get too, Ocho, to add them grapes and pecans to the potato salad. You done messed up a great dish. This one's going to be a great dish, and you effed it up.
I don't want none of that.
Yeah.
The rankings came out today, Jayden. The top 10 receivers is voted on by coaches, scouts, and executives. Jamar Chase was 1. Jefferson was 2. Tyreek was 3. CD was 4. A.J. Brown was 5. Amon-Ra St. Brown was 6. Malik Neighbors was 7. Nico Collins 8. Mike Evans 9. Garrett Wilson's 10. You like this list, and are we going to see next year in the 2026 rankings, or are we going to see Jayden Reed in the top 10?
Hey, I love the list, man. I don't make the rules, so, that's what's on the list. And, stats speak for itself. You feel me? Those guys, got a great resume, and that's what I'm working for every day. You feel me? That's why I'm at the workshop. You feel me? Trying to learn from guys like that to put that into my toolbox and, make myself a great receiver that I know I can be. So, that's just motivation, man. Every day, just remembering that, kind of stuff, and, just going day to day in, day out, just working,
Do you watch other guys? Like when you watching tape, do you watch, say you watch a Chaser, do you watch a Jetta, or do 100%. You obviously Tyreek is a little different animal, because Tyreek running like
he like lightning in the bottle. He a little different. It's stuff you can take from everybody though. I watch everybody. I even watch the younger guys. You feel me? Like Brian Thomas, Malik Neighbors, all those guys nice. Yeah. It's always something you can take from somebody else, So yeah, of course. I watch everybody tape. I watched Dontavian Wicks. He on my team. He got one of the best release packages I ever seen.
Yeah, Wicks
exactly. So you feel me?
Yeah, nice.
I watch everybody in our room, in our room across the league, whatever it may be. You feel me? Like you can learn from anybody. So
hey, do you ever? One of the things I
put your mic up, Ocho. You look low.
Oh,
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
hear me now? Oh yeah, I love the bottom of quarterback. I love the bottom of quarterback coming out the huddle to let him know I
for
want the
sure.
ball. You ever say anything to Jay Love, or you let the plays just happen
I
on
ain't
their
gonna
own
lie.
organically?
I ain't really been doing it the past 3 years, but from college, from youth
Yeah,
league to college, I did it a lot.
right.
That's one thing I could do better. You feel me?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
speaking
yeah,
up.
yeah.
You feel me? Like not being
Yeah, I
afraid
should
to,
have
hey
done more of
man,
that. Yeah.
hey, look at me on this one. This me right now. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I could be better on that in the league. I ain't did that much in the league, but coming to
Hey,
the league,
you
I've done
you
it
you, you
100%.
right. And you could do it. You could do a little bit, long as it's not
Right,
distracting, not distracting to the play calling. Because the quarterback, the quarterback coming to the line, he already got a whole lot
right.
to worry about. He got to worry
Well, if
about
he just throw
calls,
the ball
making
to me, he
calls,
ain't got
doing
shit
this.
to worry about. He ain't got nothing else to
You
worry about.
ain't
Just
lying.
look my way. You
Hey,
good.
Yeah,
yeah, I
for
like it. I
sure.
like it.
But look, there's been some chatter about your future. You got Drew Rosenhaus, and it was reported that he met with the Packers. Like, hey, y'all need to
Right
break my
on.
man off. Hey, he wants to be here, but he wants to be compensated.
Yeah.
What can the Packer fans expect out of Jayden Reed this year and beyond a future in Green Bay?
Man, just I'm always gonna work, man. At the end of the day, I had some drops. That was the talk of last year for me. So, I improved that. I went and invested in the judge machine. It's right there in my garage. I've been catching on it every day. So, the crease on that, maybe I would have hit 1,000 yards. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mm.
really it's me versus me at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go out there, I gotta perform. It ain't on nobody else, you feel me, besides my teammates, the guys in the program. But at the end of the day, I gotta do my part. I gotta, you can't hide it. You feel me? If you ain't working, it's gonna show. So, that's
Oh
one
yeah,
thing for
yeah.
sure. I'm gonna work and I'm gonna compete and I ain't scared of nobody. So you feel me? I'm just gonna go out there and do what I do. At the end of the day, I'm gonna let the rest take care of itself. You feel me? I don't like to do much talking. You feel me? I don't really talk on
Okay.
the field, but I feel like I need that.
Oh, you got to
I need a
you got
little
to
more
talk on the
fire.
field.
Yeah, I feel like I need a little more fire to myself. Like I need,
Yeah.
you feel me, more swagger, more confidence. But yeah, I've been humble for too long. It ain't give me what I need to get. So
Hey, go on the field, Jaden,
Yeah.
say you suck, and you
yeah,
definitely suck. I don't even know why
so,
you even on the team. As a matter of
100.
fact, if you cover me today, you gonna be on the waiver wire on Monday.
Yeah,
Hey, and guess what? I'm gonna give it
100.
to him. See you, them two right there, they gonna get it the first half. You gonna get it the second half, so you don't feel left out. You gotta talk crazy to him.
I'm on all that this year. I'm on all that. Trust me.
Hey, bro, once you get in the groove, like that first game, once you get in the groove and you find yourself
Yeah,
cooking, but once that confidence cook in and you catch a rhythm and catch fire with
yeah,
Jay Love, boy, just let everything let everything take care
Now
of
yes,
just
sir.
itself.
know when you
That's
talk,
it.
Jaden, they're gonna be looking to take cheap
Now
shots at you. So keep your head on the swivel. But you
I
know
ain't worried
what?
about none of that.
In the game of football, I can get your ass back and make it look like
Oh,
a
for sure.
block.
Yeah.
I know. You feel me?
He gonna
That's why I'm gonna get
he
up
gonna
and
be
line that
straight.
shit up again. You feel me?
That's what I'm
You
talking
gonna
about.
get
Yeah.
That's what
got
I'm talking about.
as long as you get up. You feel me?
At some point.
When it's
Absolutely.
all said and done, how does Jayden want to be remembered as a wide receiver? Hopefully, you spend another 10 years in Green Bay, but if you move on, what do you want your resume? When it's all said and done, Ocho's resume: 6-time Pro Bowler, All Pro, led the league, led the AFC in receiving. X, Y, and
Mhm.
Z. My numbers, whatever they are.
4 years. 4 years.
What,
4 years in a row.
For
Go
sure.
huh?
ahead. Go ahead.
Yes,
4 years in a
sir.
row. 4 years in a row.
Pop
Yeah,
it.
so
yeah,
how,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
so
Uh
how we gonna tell Jaden's story?
shit, I really just want to be legendary. I want to be able to you feel me? I want to have generations behind it. You feel me? Like if when my son come out, you feel me? I want motherfuckers to know that's his son. You feel me? Like I
Yeah.
want motherfuckers to know that he really did that shit at a high level. You feel me? Like how it was supposed to be done. So you feel me? At the end of the day, I know I'm competitive. I feel like I'm the most competitive motherfucker on the planet. You feel me? I don't care who it is. I'm gonna go 100% and I'm gonna try to do it better than the next person. So, I just want to be remembered as a legend in this shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing this shit for my pops. He not here with me no more. He passed in 2015. He was at every game. You feel me?
Mm,
He the reason I'm doing this shit. So if
sorry for
I
your
stop
loss.
right now, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't accomplished nothing because he's here for me to live out and do it at the highest level. So that's why I'm doing it.
Wow.
Yes,
Well, thanks for coming by and sharing the story. Congratulations on going to the wide receiver workout. Best of luck this year. Hey, I can't think of a better time to have a great season. It's contract year.
Oh,
Come on. Ain't nothing
You
to
know what I'm
it but to do
saying?
it.
Hey, go on out there, get you 100 for about 1,400 yards, about 14 touchdowns.
Yes,
and
sir.
tell them break bread now.
Yes, sir.
Break bread.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we want 33.
Yes, sir.
Make the money right.
Yes,
Money
sir.
out of sight, call the fight. Good
Know it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
That's it. Man, congratulations. Stay healthy this year. Have a great season. And when you get some time, come back and talk to us again, bro.
For sure. Appreciate y'all.
Yep.
I appreciate it, boy.
Yep.
Blessings.
Love.
Yo.
24 hours after reaching a long-term contract extension with Garrett Wilson, the Jets rewarded Sauce Gardner with a record-setting contract. 4 years, $120.4 million extension, $85.653 million guaranteed. The two-time All-Pro becomes the NFL's highest-paid cornerback based on average salary per year at $30.1 million.
Woo. Well, hell, if Sauce just got paid, Surtain done got paid,
Stingley,
J.C. Horn has gotten paid,
Ramsey,
Stingley. Well, damn, who next?
Broncos made Pat Surtain the highest-paid cornerback, $24 million. Now, less than basically a year later, the Defensive Player of the Year, he's already dropped the fifth.
Damn. You know what? They gonna have to come. You know what the Broncos gonna do?
With that.
You know what they're gonna do, right? Surtain is going to play so well. I guarantee you, management goes back and redoes it again. I guarantee you.
It's gonna take, because you got to realize, Ocho, he's still got 2 years left on the contract.
Oh yeah.
And so they add a couple of years, so they.
Yeah. Hey, Unc, it's almost criminal. It's almost criminal though. I'm not trying to be funny. But it will almost be criminal for him to be ranked 5th when it comes to play. When
I believe he's the best. I believe he's the best. And that's not knock on any of these guys, because I think Sauce and Stingley
they're good.
And Ram, they're good. But I think for me,
I got. Listen, I already watched it. It's one thing for us to talk about him. It's one thing to watch it on TV, to see what he does on ESPN. But to have all the fellas out here to actually play the position and have to deal with him every day, and those that actually had to play against him, to sit there and have a 30, 40-minute conversation on how to beat this motherfucker, he's good.
For sure.
He's good. Sure. You know? So sometimes, media hype people up, huh? And then you see him in person, you be like, what the? This is
his dad. He come from a background where they work. Ocho, you go to Alabama. Nick Saban. You gonna work Nick Saban now.
Hey, everything he's advertised to be, he's that.
He's for sure that.
Yeah.
We've got Jerry Jeudy joining us tonight. We also have Jimmy Horn Jr. joining us tonight. But first, the news of the day: T.J. Watt agrees to a 3-year extension worth $123 million. Woo! He becomes the highest non-paid quarterback in NFL history. $108 million of that is fully guaranteed. The 4-time All-Pro edge rusher and 2021 Defensive Player of the Year tied an NFL record with 22.5 sacks. At $41 million per year, Watt deal sneaks past Myles Garrett, record-setting deal, 4 years at $160 million agreed upon in March. Watt also leapfrogs Jamar Chase, $40.3 million deal for the highest non-paid quarterback in NFL history. Woo. Now, there are no more lingering issues. Cam Hayward had his thing last year. He's in camp. T.J. Watt was standing on business. He's in camp. They signed Aaron Rodgers in free agency. They traded for Jalen Ramsey. They signed Darius Slay in free agency. They signed DK Metcalf in free agency. Pittsburgh, out of excuses.
Yeah, absolutely.
What can we expect from the Steelers this year?
Now, I don't know what I'm expecting from the Steelers offensively. I don't know, because I don't know what we're going to get out of Aaron Rodgers. We saw what he looked like with the Jets. Obviously, one season having an injury. Again, I always say we'll see flashes of Aaron Rodgers offensively. DK Metcalf is going to be one of those players, him and Calvin Austin III, the type of receivers that elevate the quarterback's play. They have to elevate the quarterback play and always be on 10 offensively. But the Pittsburgh Steelers are now defensively, on paper, that is their identity. The days of Antonio Brown and Antonio Holmes and Hines Ward and Ben Roethlisberger at the helm, where they throw the ball all over the place. Le'Veon Bell, those days are gone. Those days are gone. So their identity now in a passing league, in a pass-happy league era, has now switched back to their identity being their defense. And they're going to have to play like it. And they're going to have to win using their defense. They're going to have to lead them.
I like the fact that they got TJ Watt done. I think everybody's happy. TJ becomes the highest paid non-quarterback.
Right.
The Steelers get the years they want. They didn't want to go 5. They didn't want to go 6 years. They didn't want to be, we got this guy and we on the hook. He got a boatload of money. He got $108 million of the 123 fully guaranteed.
Yeah. And I hear some. I
don't care. Hey, you know what? I don't even want that. That extra 15. I'm good, Ocho.
Right.
You gave this man on a 3-year deal 108. So you gave this man damn near 80, I don't know what that is, 87, 88% of the money guaranteed, fully guaranteed.
Yeah. And you hear in some things I don't like. I hate hearing people say, "Oh, he's too old, he's over the hill." And I'm like, I mean, dude, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? We talk about TJ Watt. Because if it wasn't there, he'd get paid exactly that, maybe or somewhere else. Like stop playing, because you know what you get. You know what you get with the product. He's not falling off no goddamn cliff no time soon. It's not happening. He's not one of those type of players.
They thought enough of him, they didn't trade him. If you thought he was over the hill, why didn't they trade him?
Man, good and well they wasn't letting that young
exactly.
boy. Come on now.
So you don't get. I mean, theoretically they could, Ocho. You don't get to say I'm old, don't trade me, but then don't want to pay me.
Right.
Nah, one or the other. Either you pay me or allow me to go someplace else to get paid. I agree. He's one of those guys, the Terry Bradshaw, the John Starworth, Lynn Swans, Mel Blount, Lambert, those guys, Joe Green.
One helmet team.
One helmet guy.
One helmet team.
Hines Ward, he's Ben Roethlisberger. He's deserving of that.
Right.
He's been a phenomenal player. He's been a model citizen since he's been in Pittsburgh. I don't have a problem with this. Like you said, Ocho, he's 30. That makes it seem like the dude 35. He's 30.
Wait, he only 30?
30.
Man, why they got me thinking TJ? Listen, I didn't look up his age. They got me thinking he was like 33, 34, 35 or something like that. Oh, man, he good. Man, I'm glad I didn't.
Because fans listen to teams, and it seems like 30. That was the 49ers. 49ers and, Brand, go way back. If you look at them, they started getting off their guys at 30 because they look at it like it's better to get rid of a guy a year as opposed to a year late. And if you go back and look at it, study Coach Belichick history, he always got off guys a year early. He said, I'd rather than have you rot on the vine in my vineyard. I'd rather you move on. I'd rather not have to pay that.
Okay.
But I think TJ Watt, he's been a double-digit sack guy basically his entire career.
Yes, sir.
He's been defensive player of the year. He's been hovering around defensive player of the year after year after year. I think this is the right move by the Steelers.
Absolutely.
And like you said, now you got Jalen Ramsey back there. They're probably going to kick Ram to the safety position. Now he can cover your tight ends. He can play the slot. I don't know who jumps in the slot. You can't have 3 guys outside. Somebody's going to have to play the slot. Either Porter Jr., Slay, or Ram. But maybe who knows? Maybe they have a slot corner and they leave Ram at the safety position.
Right.
Who knows? But I like this move because I think TJ Watt had earned this. He didn't deserve it because they gave him this money. They didn't give him this money based on what he's done. They gave him this money that they still believe that he can play at an elite level.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And then you know what? Jerry Jones is on the clock.
Oh, yeah. My next question, how did this impact Micah Parsons? Because you waited. Now, because you remember, Ocho, Max Crosby. He kicked it to 35. He pole vaulted Nick Bosa. He went to 35. Myles Garrett said, hold my beer. He goes to 40. Now TJ Watt's at 41.
Yeah.
You keep doing this, Jerry. You didn't learn your lesson with Dak. So guess what you did? You did the same thing with CD. You didn't learn your lesson with CD. You did the same thing with Micah. Now, I know you do all this talking like, oh, yeah, Micah, blah, blah, blah. Micah ain't giving you no discount.
Absolutely not.
Micah Parsons is going to be the highest paid, and he's going to get more than what TJ Watt got fully guaranteed. And he's earned that. He didn't deserve it. He earned it.
Earned it. Yeah. Yeah. I just have a question for you, Unc. You might know better than me. When it comes to owners and it comes to paying players, why do they do this? Why do they hold off? I mean, what is the point in general? In general, I mean, what is it that they are doing or trying to get in order? What some type of fairs, the books, the money? I mean, what?
Didn't we hear this thing that Pablo Torre about the collusion thing? We trying to keep these salaries down, Ocho. We trying to keep this guaranteed money down. What do you mean? What are they doing?
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
After Deshaun Watson got that fully guaranteed contract, a lot of people thought that was going to probably be commonplace.
Mm-hmm.
They've tried to suppress that, and they will continue to try to suppress that. Hopefully, Michael keeps his foot on the gas and says, "Nah, we're gonna keep this thing heading towards the North Star. 42 million. I'm gonna need 42." Yeah. And the next great defensive edge rusher, I don't know who that. Jared Verse, Jalen Carter. I'm going 43, and I'm gonna need whatever Michael got fully guaranteed. I'm gonna need that.
Absolutely, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, Michael he said today that it's heading in a direction that it didn't need to head. You know, and he spoke about Dak supposed to get it done, and you wait to the last minute, and then you have to overpay Dak, and you wait the CD, and then you probably could have got CD for a couple of $1 million cheaper. You damn sure could have got Dak for a couple of $1 million cheaper, but you didn't learn your lesson the first time with Dak because you let him go all the way to the end of the contract, and then you was hoping he'd give you a deal like Jared Goff and Carson Wentz gave him. Even though they were first and second pick in the draft, they got the big signing bonus, and they came to him in year 3. Dak Prescott said, "I'm at the end of my contract." These guys still got 2 years and 2 franchise tags. So theoretically, they got 4 years left. I got none. And you want me to give them the same deal? You want me to give you the same deal they gave their teams? Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
You'd have thought by now he'd have learned his lesson, but Jerry hasn't learned his lesson.
Well, maybe he's doing it on purpose because he likes, for one, the attention and the big splash he gets to make when he actually does pay the said player. Maybe he likes it this way.
Look, think about it. You're paying your quarterback $60 million.
Woo.
That's more than all the top quarterbacks that's been in the NFC that's been in the championship game, that's been to a Super Bowl.
Right.
He's making more than Mahomes. He's making more than Lamar. He's making more than Burrow. He's making more than Josh Allen. And people are like, hold on, wait a minute. But that's what happens when you wait to the umpteenth hour to get something done.
Yeah. I like it.
Michael says the Cowboys are making it more complicated than it has to be. We obviously want to get a deal done early. We want the relief off our backs. But obviously ownership always going to make it drag out, make it more complicated than it has to be. Lack of communication. I just never understand when guys come into the league, they are consistent and they perform well, why they've got such an urge. But then guys that have just one good year, maybe 2 good years, they get right away. And now you got TJ Watt, you got Max Crosby, all these other guys are getting paid, and you can't want us to take less because you wanted to decide to wait. What I tell you, got to pay full.
Oh, so they trying to play that game with him, huh?
The longer you wait, and see, that's what happened with Jerry. The longer he waited, all of a sudden, $28 million wasn't the going rate for a quarterback.
Right.
Now it was 32. Now it was 34. Okay, he got the $30 million, the $30+ million deal, the $40 million deal. Now all of a sudden it wasn't 45, 46. Mm-hmm. It was 55. Yeah. So now he goes to 60. Hey. Because you waited. You waited on Jefferson. So guess what? CeeDee Lamb like, okay, I'll take $1 million less a year, but I ain't going less than that.
That right.
Michael has made it abundantly clear from the very beginning. My representative will be handling all negotiations. I'm not coming to your house. We're not going out to have a drink, and I'm not signing anything. That's what I hired an agent for.
Would you say I'm not coming to your house?
Yeah, I'm not coming to your house to eat no nachos and drink no beer. We're not that type of party. We're not that type of party.
Hey, they try to pull you in like they're your best friend, boy.
Yes.
It's business at the end of the day. They will always remember that.
That's the ultimate love. When you in the workplace environment, the ultimate love is currency. You can say, "Oh, he's a hard worker. I love this guy." No. The way you show me you love me, the way you
Right.
show me you appreciate me,
Yes,
is
sir.
to break me off with moolah.
That's it.
All that other stuff, I don't hear nothing you saying.
That ain't number dressing. Ain't
That's
number
it.
salad dressing.
That's white
That's all it
noise.
is.
Micah won his money. He's earned it. I mean,
Yeah.
he's been defensive. He was defensive rookie of the year.
Yes, sir.
He's finished second times, I think, a couple of times the defensive player of the year. He's always hovering around, and even his off year is double digits. Even his off year, even last year, he had a down year. He came on, and he probably had some things going on that he played through.
Yeah.
With their hopes, and you know what, they're gonna take care of me because they know what I got going on. They know I'm banged up. They know I got a knee or I got something going on.
Right.
So, but they're gonna take care of me. But nah,
I mean, this is how they do it, huh?
thought it was a donut. Y'all tried to glaze me. Now give me my bread. I need all that.
Hey, thought I was a what?
Yep, thought it was a donut. They tried to glaze this man. So
Hey, that's a good
Micah
one.
is probably for a 4-year extension. If TJ got 3 for 123, Miles got 4 for 140.
Right.
Yeah, I'm at 4 for 150.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna need, if TJ got 108 fully guaranteed, I'm gonna need 125.
Ooh. Woo. Hey, well, that's that good money there, boy.
Yes. I don't want to hear that. We how we treat our players and all that. Yeah, you treat your players, pay me. That's the only language. That's the only language I speak. Washington and Lincoln and Jefferson and Chase. That's Grant. That's what I speak. I speak.
Hey.
That's the language I speak.
And Mike is going into his last year, yeah, or no? No, we got 2 more
I
left.
think he is. I think Micah is. I think it's the 4th head into his 5th. They picked up his option.
Okay. Yeah, well, I wonder if they'll play around. I wonder if they. I mean, knowing Jerry, ain't no telling how they gonna rock if they let him play that last one out.
You
Or
think
they-
so?
I man, ain't no telling with them, Unc. Ain't no telling.
Well, I
mean,
mean,
the way-
and
the
he's
way-
only 26.
I mean, the way we value players based on what they can do, the owners don't really value them.
Oh, he played on his 5th.
Ooh.
He played on his 5th year option. He came in 20. He came in 21, 22, 23, 24. He's on his 5th year option.
Yeah. And they said, well, if they hadn't picked it up, he could have been anywhere right now.
Yeah,
They knew what they were doing.
he's gonna be the highest paid.
I don't
They
know.
earned
Listen, I don't know what they're waiting on. That's the part I don't understand. I mean,
But
and
they
why do they
waited.
do? Why do they do it with every player? I mean,
Well,
they're
the
not the
thing-
only team, but I'm just saying.
I get why they. Well, you gave Dak and CD, so obviously you couldn't pay Dak, that CD that, and give Michael what he was worth.
Right,
But now
so
you don't got
waited.
those. You got those other 2 guys out of the way. You got to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got. I mean, you don't have anybody else coming down the pipeline. Pretty soon you're gonna have your big offensive lineman Smith coming down the pipeline. You're gonna have to take care of him.
Right. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Jerry does things his way. He says he's the best at what he does.
He's not.
I mean, he says he is.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no one else that's fit, to run that team the way he does.
I go in my garage and I lay on the floor. I'm a Mercedes. No, I'm not. I'm a damn fool laying on my garage floor. Just because somebody say some ish, that don't make it true.
Hey, that's a good one.
Yeah, he not.
That's a good one.
Cowboys docked Trevon Diggs $500,000 for not rehabbing with the team enough. Diggs is believed to be the first Cowboys player to see his base salary lowered because of it. The team had an option to not enforce the clause, but chose to. Is this Ocho? What are we making of this? Are they being petty, What are they trying to do?
They I wouldn't say they're being petty. It's that business we just talked about. It's that business and them understanding, listen, we paying you a certain amount. We would like you here to rehab. We think we have the best resources, and we would like to keep an eye on the rehab that you are doing to make sure you're coming along at a rate that is sufficient
A good pace.
to us, a good pace for us. So you're able to contribute, in season when it's time to actually play. I mean, listen, that's tough. That's tough. That's a gray area you really don't want to play with. Not knowing what a team might want to do to you. You know how they treat you when you're hurt now, Unc. You know how they treat you. Now, if they're willing to keep you around, knowing how valuable you are and what you can do once you're on the field and you are healthy and they give you the opportunity to get right, I think I would take advantage of that. But obviously Trevon Diggs, who is a veteran, who has the same resources and the same maybe doctors and treatments and stuff wherever he may be and see fit in getting healthy there. But is it worth losing the money? I mean, but the kind of money they passing out now, and
No, they're not.
that 500,000.
I mean, that's something you run by the team, Ocho, because remember, it's being reported. We don't know if it's true or not.
Right.
That one of the issues the Bucks had with Dane is that he wanted to rehab in Portland. He wanted to be close to his kid. And
Right.
I probably think we're going to talk about it, is that I think he's in negotiation to re-sign and go back to Portland.
You already
because that's
did.
where his kids are. Huh?
He did. You ain't see it?
Yeah, but I'm saying I know they was talking about it, but I had some
Okay,
other
yeah.
stuff going on.
Yeah.
But with that being said, that's something you run by the team. Is it going to be required for me to be trained to rehab here, or
Right.
may I be rehab elsewhere?
Right.
You run that by the team because at the end of the day, they pay it. They pay in the salary.
Mm. Yeah.
I mean, they paying you 20, 25, 30 million dollars. And I think, Diggs at one point in time I think he makes $20 million a year. I ain't counting the man pockets, but I'm just saying that's something you get clearance from the team for.
Right.
Because like you said, Ocho, 500,000, hey, that ain't no that's a good little chunk of change.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, to them. Jeudy, what's up, boy? We can't see your face.
We can't.
There we go.
Oh, there you
There
go.
you go.
Oh, okay. Hey, with no further ado, let's welcome Jerry Jeudy, former #1 draft pick of the Denver Broncos, a former Biletnikoff Award winner, former national champion with the Alabama, the Roll Tide.
Yes, sir.
Here he is. Jerry, you were one of the guys that attended the wide receiver workshop. Obviously, it was down in your neck of the woods, South Florida. Why was it important for you to attend this shop?
It's always great to be able to be around a great group of guys that at the top of their position. I grew up watching Chad, so it was a very special moment for me just to be able to be out there and learn from him and all the other guys that was out there.
NFL ranked you number 82, the 82nd best player in the NFL after the 24th season. You were not even ranked prior to that. What should Cleveland expect this year? 82. So clearly you see that like 82. Nah, I'm trying to get on down there. I'm trying to get down to the 50s. I'm trying to get to the 30s. I'm trying to get to the 20s. I'm trying to be, when they talk about the 5 best receivers, when they talk about the 10 best receivers, I needed them to talk about you.
Yeah, for sure. That's my goal. I want to be at the top of my position. I'm just keep grinding and stay focused and continue to work on my craft and work to be better than I was the year prior. And I'm still chase that each and every day and every year.
Well, let me ask you this. I'm always, look, when you came out in the draft, I said he's the best guy in the draft. And you were in the draft with Jefferson and you were in the draft with CeeDee Lamb. So I'm not going to do hindsight. And those guys are having phenomenal seasons. Why do you think the main reason it didn't work for you and I think I know the reason why, but I want to hear you say it. I want to hear what you have to say. Why weren't you able to replicate in Denver what you're currently doing in Cleveland?
One, I think, just consistency just throughout the whole offense, and just a lot of moving pieces and a lot of stuff that I had to deal with when it comes to playing football, such as injuries, different quarterbacks each in every game, different coaching staff, so that's something that could really affect a wide receiver in his, but now that I got the opportunity to really, had a healthy season, being able to be that number one receiver, be that number one option, and be able to get put into great position to be able to perform the way I've done, that's all the receiver could ask for real.
Yeah, I like it. I already know the type of season you're gonna have. You're gonna build off what you did last year, and it all comes down to being not only consistent, but when you are consistent, consistency brings confidence. And based on where you from, you already know what happens when we feeling confident and it's time to play football. So I'm excited for you. I'm excited for what you guys are going to do with Joe Flacco and Shador, Gabriel, whoever it is, whoever's at the helm. To me, knowing what you can do at the receiver position, you make everyone else in job around you easy. I've said that to you in person. I said it to you, before in general. So this season coming up, are there any goals that you've already set? Long term, short term, whatever it may be, numbers wise. You don't have to say anything specific. I just want to know what goals you have this upcoming season for you individually.
Honestly, one of my biggest goals for it is just having a winning season. That's something that I haven't really done since entering the league. Never reached the playoffs. That's one of my biggest goals. So having a winning season and be able to reach the playoff, that's something I'm truly working hard towards, and just being better than I was last year. I had a great season last year, finished sixth in receiving yards, and now I'm still trying to chase that number one spot, and and I ain't gonna stop till I get there.
I like that.
Drew, you mentioned like when you're in Denver, there are a lot of moving parts. A lot of the quarterbacks in and out. You had a lot of offense schemes. Now it might be a similar situation. You got Joe Flacco, who's the veteran. You got Kenny Pickett. They drafted Dylan Gabriel. They drafted Shador Sanders. Has anybody stood out to you that's like, okay, this might be my quarterback that I might be starting with him? Have you noticed anything? Has anybody stood out to you?
I feel like we got a great. The biggest thing that I'm thankful for is just having four great quarterbacks. That's go out there and compete every day. That that been doing
Come
their
on with
thing.
that. Hey, come on with that.
They been doing their thing, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm telling you what it is, man. We got four great quarterbacks, man. They all been doing their thing for real. So
Yeah.
I'm just. My job is to make it easy. Whoever at the helm, I'm just gonna get open for him and do my thing for real. I don't got no control over that, man. Whoever the coaching staff choose and whoever they pick to be the quarterback, I'm just make their job easier when they throw me the ball.
I want to know. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna let you go right now. I got to sneak this in there because I love this young boy. I love him watching him play. He's a technician. What is it like going against goddamn Denzel Ward? That's what I want to know. Cause that boy can play. He can play some ball, man off. It don't matter what it is, man. He nasty with it.
This is a great DB. He's one of the few guys that really know how to like be patient without using his hands, be in front of you without using his hands. So that's one thing that really separates Denzel from his skill set. A lot of guys that don't use their hand really kind of struggles. So he got good feet. Great awareness when the ball's in the air, and he's a scrappy dude for sure. He's a real ball player.
Yeah, I like Dan.
Look, obviously you mentioned that you dealt with some injuries. You dealt with the quarterback play was not up to par where you were in Denver. You had a lot of different schemes. And Steve Smith Jr., who's a friend of the show, you and him had some words back and forth. Have you guys been able to work out your differences behind the scene? Honestly,
nah, man, I ain't. It is what it is, man. I ain't really too stressed about that. It's old news, he's things in the past, man. I said some things in the past, but my goal is always to prove I know who I am at the end of the day, and I proved it last year to so I ain't really focused on none of that, man. That's old news to me for real.
When I watch you at Alabama, obviously there are a bunch of talented guys. You win the Biletnikoff Award in your sophomore season. You win a national championship. I think you caught the game-winning touchdown. The game. I think you got the lead against the SEC championship against Georgia. I think wasn't that when Jalen Hurts came in and threw you the ball and you made the diving catch?
Yeah. That was that was 2018, I think. Yeah.
And so I'm looking at you, Jew, and I'm like, man, technically sound. can run. And but for me, sometimes I'm like, damn, Drew, you try to do too much, man. Just shake the man and go on about your business. You ain't got to shake him 3 times. I mean, you already done made him look bad. Just go ahead, just the one time, just poop on him one time and go on about your business. Do you have? I mean, there's a clock that got to go off. Whether you're running an out, you're running an in, you're running a comeback, you're running a hook, it don't matter. There's a clock. When you go out there and let's say Denzel Ward, you had great competition in college because you had Pat Surtain, you had to deal with him in college, and I'd be damn if he didn't come join you in Denver. So you got an opportunity to work with one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. So, Drew, when you're going out there and somebody lines up across to you and you have a certain route, tell me what's going. Tell our listeners and our viewers what's going through your mind.
First, I just gotta gotta know the play, know where I'm at on the field, first. Then once I line up, I look at the safety, see where the coverage at, look at the safety. Then I look at the leverage of the DB in front of me, depending on my route. Then I just think about the technique of how I'm gonna run this route, depending on if it's a slant and he outside leverages, am I gonna spray him and attack his leverage and make him think I want to go outside and get underneath, or if he inside of me, if I'm going it, or I'm gonna just quick jab me and take it in. There's a lot of different things that just go through my mind. If those don't work, it's reaction after that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, how much freedom, Drew? Now that you've had a great season last year, most of the time when you have offensive coordinators, they call plays or they have plays that they call. They want their schemes run exactly how they're drawn up on paper. How much freedom are you allowed to do things your way just a little bit? Like, obviously, when you have a certain route, you're supposed to be +2. Do they let you cheat the split a little bit just to throw the DB off so he doesn't know what's coming? Because most of the time, it's all about reading and understanding based on what you see and watching film. And most of the time, everybody just lines up in the same spot. The only thing that throws things off is the formations are different. Do they give you a little freedom to change your splits and play with things a little bit now that you know the offense?
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons I had success in Cleveland. Just they let me out there and let me be free. They know that I understand the game pretty well. They know I know how to beat leverages. I know what they want in the offense, know what they want me to get to.
Right.
And I feel like that would cause me to have success, So Coach Stefanski and the coaching staff did a great job of just allowing me to play my game, and just be able to win on every route they want me to run. They know I know how to run every route in the route tree, and they know I could get open. So they allow me to do that.
That's live. That's dope. That's dope.
There used to be one time, Drew, that Alabama was the unquestioned wide receiver U. Now you got LSU saying they laying claim to that. You got Ohio State laying claim to that. So who has the real wide receiver U?
I'm gonna always stay biased and stay true to my teammates. And I am, man. I'm gonna go Bama 24/7. I ain't gonna never change up. It's always gonna be Alabama. But for real though, LSU been putting out some guys. Ohio State got some great guys in the league, and guys coming up, like the guy Jamar Smith. It's a lot of great talent out there for sure. But Alabama will always be on top.
What you got, Ocho?
I was gonna say, I mean, it went Alabama, and Alabama had a string of them back to back.
Because they came with Julio, and they came with Calvin Ridley, and then they got Jew, and they got Ruggs, and they got Waddle, and they got Devontae Smith. So they had a run, and then LSU they came. Here come Jetta, and here come Chase, and here come Malik Neighbors, and here come Brian Thomas Jr. And Ohio State said, "Whoa! What about Marvin Harrison? What about Jackson Smith-Njigba?
Yep.
What about Garrett Wilson? What about the guy in New Orleans? I forget his name. What's his name?
Chris Olave.
Chris Olave. Hey, they whoa. We got we got to raise our hand too now.
The funny thing about it is Ohio State might take that torch back once Jeremiah Smith come out in 2 years.
No, he got one more year. He got this one and next year.
Yeah, I said 2 more years.
Yeah, this one and next year. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Hey, that boy there.
That man cold, real Florida boy. That boy cold.
Yeah,
man, he's nice.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: why Alabama? I mean, you got Miami, you got Florida. I mean, you got Florida State. I mean, LSU. I mean, Ohio State. What made you decide to choose Alabama?
One reason was, I truly didn't want to stay home. I've been home, like that. Home is home. And I just wanted to experience something different. Alabama, I never expected Alabama. You know, Alabama was just a team that just like it was just in my heart. Alabama was the right spot for me. You know, and I grew up watching Amari Cooper. You know, I played
I
with
forgot about Coop. Yep, Coop.
yeah. I grew up watching Amari Cooper, you know, and I played with Calvin Ridley, and I see all the hard work and great things they did up there at Alabama, you know, and I felt like I could do the same thing once I get up there. So, you know, thank God I chose Alabama for real.
Yeah. Do you guys get an opportunity to go back? Because you see, like in basketball, you see the Duke players. They go back and they work. They go back to Duke and they work. Do Alabama, do the receivers, do y'all get a chance to go back down to Alabama and help? Because I was talking to Ozzie Newsome, who was a great wide receiver, turned into a great tight end, went to the Hall of Fame, and now he's a Hall of Fame exec. He said their job, he said, what we tell the guys is each one teach one. So if you leave, you come back and you got to tell them, hey, this is what we expect. This is how we do things. This is how we continue the great play at X position. If you guys do something like that in Alabama, Jew?
Honestly, I haven't been back to Alabama since like my rookie year, you know. And you know it's different now. The whole coaching staff thing, coaching staff done changed, you know, so it's different coaches. I do need to go back out there, you know, and just, you know, say some things, but you know, I never had a chance to really go back out there.
I like it.
Man, thank you. Hey,
hold on.
Go ahead.
Drew, how long y'all got before y'all go to camp? You got about another week or 2 weeks?
Yeah, we back on the 22nd, man. We right back to it, man. I'm ready for the grind.
Oh, you got a few days. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't be long. It won't be long.
It won't be long.
Drew, thank you, man. Thank you for joining us, man. Continued success. Glad you're healthy, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm glad you got somewhere because, like I said, I was very high on you when you came out. I thought you were phenomenal. The way you could beat man coverage, the way you set routes up, you run a route with anticipation. Like I still got something in my back pocket in case I needed it at a later date and time. And but I'm glad. Wish we could have had stability at the quarterback position. Wish we could have had stability at the head coaching position. And you're doing what you're doing in Cleveland. You could have done that for the Broncos.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm happy to see you doing well. I'm happy to see you achieve what I always knew you had in you.
Sure.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that for real.
You have a good season. Hey, tell Denzel Ward, man, he don't want no smoke with me either, man. Even that 57, that's whatever.
Yeah, I see you still got it. Once I seen that the cat, you still got a little something.
Oh yeah, it's a little something. It's there. It's there.
You know, I was DB back in my.
Huh?
You know, I was a DB back in my days now, so don't let me get started.
Don't do it to yourself.
Don't let me get started.
Next year, put your shoes on, then.
All right, we back out there next year. I'm gonna see you.
All right, bet.
All right. Congratulations, man. Continued success. And after that season, you come back and you lead the league in receiving yards. Come back and holler at us again on Nightcap.
For sure, we'll do.
All right. Appreciate it, bro.
Wow.
All right.
Jerry Jeudy made his very first Pro Bowl last year, guys. He was sixth in receiving yards, had his breakout season. He said the thing that contributed to that, he got consistent quarterback play. And he was able to do some big things because I thought he was phenomenal coming out of the University of Alabama. And so it's always great to see guys be able to transition to take what they've been able to do in college and then transition and carry that over into the NFL, Ocho. So it was glad to see him start to live up to the potential and the ability that we knew he possessed. And now he's getting an opportunity to shine in Cleveland. Yeah. Well, we got someone joining us early tonight, Ocho. We got Jimmy Horn Jr., who's the wide receiver out of the University of Colorado, had speed. We could see, like, when he get the ball in his hands, hey, good luck trying to get him on the ground. Yeah. Jimmy, thanks for joining us, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, fella?
Jimmy, what's up? Boy, where you at?
I'm out here in Carolina, man.
Okay.
Oh, y'all get ready to go to camp? What, tomorrow?
Nah, we start back up Monday.
Start back Monday. Okay. Look, the word on the street is like one of the most impressive young guys in camp is Jimmy Horn Jr. Why and how have you been able to have such great success that you were a 6th-round draft pick? And, you know, they they took a receiver, McMillan. They took him in the 1st round. They have Xavier Leggett. They got, what's the guy, Ocho from Minnesota.
From the Vikings.
Yeah.
Adam
Thielen. They got Thielen. How have you been able to make a name for yourself so quick, Jimmy?
Man, it's really like a mentality thing. Like, I just come out there. Like, I know personally that I'm really that. So, like, I just go
I
out
like
there
that.
with confidence. I just go out there with a confidence, you feel me? And I really just learned from the guys ahead of me, just picking up a game and just coming out there being myself. And then every day I just come to practice hard, you feel me? Like
Yeah.
it's just part of the game.
I know that because in the program that you was in for a couple of years, Coach Prime, he a worker. He believes in working hard, but he also believes in instilling confidence in his players. And you around him, it's hard not to be confident. And it seems to me, if listening to you talk, you're like, I'm him. Yeah, I know they took me in the 6th round, but y'all gonna see why they should have took me higher.
Yeah. Yeah, the funny thing about it, for those that are in the chat that are watching, if you know football, if you understand the game, especially the receiver position, you already know Jimmy Horn was not a 6th round type of player. No, we talk about a round 1, a round 2, based on his skill set and his ability to run routes, create separation, and what he can do once he got the ball in his hands. But listen, this is a good thing. If they took you in the 6th round, that means you get to the bag even faster, though. You get to the bag even faster. So, don't trip. I just want to know, how has the transition been? What is the difference between being at Colorado and now being a Carolina Panther? I mean, what has been, I want to say, the most difficult thing to learn so far?
Really, it's been that playbook, man. It's been that playbook for sure.
It's
It's
crazy,
like
huh?
really yeah, the way Coach Prime ran the program, it was already kind of similar to like how they run it in the NFL. So
Right.
it's kind of similar in that way as the schemes and stuff like being ran, but the plays, the terminology is like learning a whole nother language that
Completely
you
different.
already
All
know.
that verbiage.
Yeah, too much.
And you know the
Whole
thing
lot of
is,
it, boy.
and you got to be on it because ain't no pickup because we install it. We install one day. Guess what? We got a whole set of plays the next day,
Next
and we got
day.
a whole set of plays the next day,
Next day.
and we got a whole set of plays today.
Yeah.
So if you fall behind,
Dead fly.
whew,
It get crazy.
Tell you.
Man, that's dope.
you said something. I heard you say something earlier. You say like Coach Prime kind of ran a lot of this. How? So help us understand how has Coach Prime, because Coach Prime come, even though he came with a pro background. You look at a lot of his coaches; they were pro coaches,
Right.
and so how has that helped transition? As Ocho mentioned, transition as fast as you've been able to do it. How has Coach Prime coaching style, his system, his discipline, everything about it, because it's a pro style, because he's getting guys that are good enough to get to the next level. He's getting them prepared for that.
Right. I say it's really like the biggest key is really like doing the little things right. You know what I'm saying? That's from going to class, making sure your grades right. You know what I'm saying? Showing up to practice on time, making sure your socks a certain length. You know what I'm saying? It's like the little small things. And once you get them down pat, it made transitioning easier.
Okay, I
They drafted Carolina drafted McMillan, #1 draft pick out of University of Arizona. What's it like, Xavier Leggett? I mean, we mentioned Adam Thielen. Now you and because of the buzz that you created for yourself, they're gonna want to see what you got come preseason. So you're gonna probably get a lot of burn. Are you excited? They're like, man, I mean, it's kind of you're like, I'm in the NFL. But you really get your NFL moment until you going against other guys and you see them.
Yeah.
You got your Carolina helmet on and they got their team's helmet on, and you like, man, I'm really in the NFL. Okay, it's still football. Let me go show them what I.
Yo, see, I ain't get that feeling yet. Like right now, I'm at the mode. Like I ain't satisfied with like where I'm at. You feel me? So
Yeah.
I just like I'm real excited to get out there. You know what I'm saying? Like especially with me missing the last training camp. I'm just ready to get back out there and just showing what I can really do. You know what I'm saying? I got so much potential left in my game. I ain't unleashed all that yet. So that's what I'm most excited to show.
Yeah, I like it.
So what's the difference between an NFL wide receiver room and a collegiate receiver room?
The delt, it ain't. It's the delt for sure. They ain't taking all them guys out there on that bus.
Oh, no,
It's the
absolutely
delt. Like
not.
you gotta find a way out there. You gotta find a way.
Right.
Mhm. And matter of
But
fact,
it seemed like early on, Jimmy, you did an excellent job, because after like the first day of camp, the most impressive rookie was Jimmy Horn Jr.
But
And from that point on, I don't know how much of the paper you read, I don't know how much you watch, you get on social media, but did you hear the buzz that you had created for yourself?
Yeah, I seen it, man. Every time I'm scrolling through TikTok, I just keep seeing different clips and stuff of me. But like, I try not to let that stuff get to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing no real game yet. I feel like I ain't do nothing yet.
But
So
listen, the way you look in practice,
yeah,
the way you practice, and what people see in practice is gonna be the same exact thing on game day. Listen, I ain't trying to toot your horn because you're here, because I said the same thing when I seen you at goddamn in Colorado. When you
right.
can run routes, when you already polish. Like the funny thing is, this is why they was raving about him when they got to Carolina. Because he's already polished as a receiver. So he coming in from Colorado. So they expect him to look a certain way, and they were goddamn, why is he popping out looking different from everybody else? I mean, that's neither here nor there. But like you said, you ain't unleashed what you want to yet. Obviously, you missed the previous training camp, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got that, man. You're gonna be straight, man. You gonna be straight. I done seen it. I know what it's supposed to look like, and you displayed that already. All you got to do now, when them lights on, just do what you normally do. It ain't no different.
Well,
So
you have an outstanding. Your quarterback was the number one overall draft pick 2 years ago. This will be his third year. Um, things didn't go as well as he had hoped, but he got his rhythm. He got an opportunity to sit and watch. What's it been like working with Bryce Young?
man, it's been a pleasure to work with Bryce. Like picking Bryce's brain. Bryce smart, man, and like Bryce real smart, and like he know the game. He can break it down to you. And Bryce, he real accurate too, man. He nice. He real nice.
Your former teammate, the world watched. You went the sixth round, but your teammate Shador, your quarterback, had a phenomenal season. Had phenomenal 2 seasons at the University of Colorado. But you watched him slide. Okay, the first round, and then you see the second round, and then you see the third round, and then you see the fourth round, and the fifth round. At any point in time, when he's going through that process, did you reach out? Did you send him a text like, "Hey, bro, keep your head up"? Anything like that?
Uh, Not that I remember, but like when I was watching it with my peoples and stuff, we just sitting there watching it like, dang, dang. That's all he was saying, dang.
Right.
That's all crazy, but it's all right though. Everything happened for a reason. God got a plan for each person.
Mhm.
Well, today ESPN released their corner rankings voted on by coaches, scouts, and executives. Number one rated cornerback was Pat Surtain II. Number two, Darryl Stingley Jr. Number three, Denzel Ward. Number four, Trent McDuffie. Number five, Sauce Gardner. Number six, Christian Gonzalez. Uh,
JC.
J.C. Horn. Jalen Johnson. Quinyon Mitchell. Devon Witherspoon. Of those names, which one you decided to say, "Hey, come on, get this work"?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, yeah. Man, talk
Oh
that
Lord,
shit,
for real,
boy.
man. Oh Lord, for real.
Because you one of them is your teammate. JC's on the list. He's number 7. So you gonna get some great work every
That boy
damn
come to work
practice.
every day. That boy
Hey,
come to work every day, man. That boy come to work every day.
hey, that'll be fun,
I,
boy.
I wish I had your schedule. Pull up your schedule, see how many of these guys on the list that you're gonna actually go against. Now those are the 10 best. Now just don't think just because you don't see somebody's name up there, don't make the mistake that I made. I made the mistake. I underestimated someone.
Right.
And when I left the game, I had 3 catches for 14 yards. I said I'd never make that mistake again. Ocho, I
But
said I'd never make that mistake again.
it be the
So,
one game you
yay,
think look
you
like that.
respect everyone. You
Yeah,
underestimate no one, and you'll be just fine. Because
Right.
if you're in this league,
You for a
everybody
reason.
in this league can make everybody else in this league look bad.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely, absolutely.
What are you expecting? What are you hoping for your rookie year? What would Jimmy Horn Jr. Equate to a successful rookie campaign?
For my rookie year, I got it in my notes right here. I'm finna read them out to you.
That's what I want to hear. Come on with it.
Like for my own field goals, like when I catch my first NFL pass, I want to stat from there and get a minimum of 250 yards. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But just to start off, 0 drops and then perfect the route tree
Okay.
and score my first NFL touchdown and make sure I'm in that depth, the rotation, and then for the return goals, lock my role in as a punt return or a kick return one.
Mm-hmm.
Take at least one return to the crib, and then I'm trying to be at least top 5 for return average, and no fumbles on the return. And then for like mentally, I just want to be prepared for whatever come our way.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like that.
Already got some goals down. You go against Christian Gonzalez is on your schedule. Sauce Gardner is on your schedule. Devon Witherspoon is on your schedule.
I need that.
So, a couple of the guys that's on that list, you get an opportunity to see them this year, hopefully.
And matter of fact, hey, you want to do them a real solid, as a I'm here before the week before you play each one, right? Jimmy, ship them boys a signed jersey of you to the stadium and address it to them. Make sure you sign that bitch.
Say no more.
Yeah.
Sign.
Yeah, sign it and like ahead of the game. Give them a
Right.
little gift.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a nice little thing. But I like that. I like you already got your thing down. I didn't write no list down until I got out of camp. I was like, hell, my number one thing was make the team. Let's start with that. All these goals, they tell me, hey man, I got my goal. I said, no, my goal is to make the team. I write out another stuff down a little later date time.
That's for sure number 1 on my list. Make that team for sure. That's for sure.
Well, Jimmy, thanks for joining us, man. Congratulations. Great, a stellar college career. Getting an opportunity to go play in the NFL. Now, your journey, hey, it doesn't end going to the NFL. Your journey starts all over again. So good luck. Stay healthy. And when you get an opportunity to come back and talk to your favorite Unc and Ocho.
Hey, man. My last thing. Never mind. Let me go and get up off it before I get the cut.
Now, what you want to say?
Hey, I'm saying, dude. Who all on here, man? The whole world.
How many people we got in the chat?
We got about 9,000.
Yeah, we got about 9,000-10,000 in the chat.
Hey, what y'all think is the perfect time to get you a lady in the league, man?
No.
Let me ask you a question.
No.
Did you have her before you got to the league?
Couple of them.
Couple of them did that. You gotta let one go.
Sure, one of them go. They process and elimination.
Hey, no, don't even do it. Don't even do it, Jimmy. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hey, you know what? We're gonna talk to you off air.
Hey, yeah, don't do it.
We're talking to you offline.
I know I.
Don't do it.
Hey, I just threw that out there to mess with y'all real quick.
Yeah. Wait, listen. There's always a little truth to it, every time. I feel I know you're going with it, but lock in. Don't do it.
Sure.
Have your fun. Nothing serious. This come first. Your girl, your lady is that Panther and everything that come with it. And everything that come with it. That's it. So,
Jimmy, congratulations, man. Getting drafted, going to the Carolina Panthers. Best of luck this season. Stay healthy and come back and talk to us soon, bro.
All right, for sure.
All right, man.
Love.
Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
Jimmy Horn Jr., Carolina Panther, former CU Buffalo. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe, my partner and co-host, Liberty City's own, the guy that wants to start a streaming for 45 to 54 and 54 to 65 demo.
Even
I wish him the best of luck with that. Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button. And guys, go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Each and every subscriber matters. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And thank you for word of mouth of spreading Unc and Ocho Nightcap. Greatly appreciate that. Make sure you check out Shea by LaPortier. We do have it in stock. Now, if you cannot find it in a city or state near you, hey, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms, Shea Media, and my clothing company, 84. With 84 being spelled out, that link is in the chat. Supplies are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone. So please grab yours while supplies last. We want to send a special shout out and thank you to Jerry Jeudy, the Pro Bowl receiver from the Cleveland Browns, and Jimmy Horn Jr., the rookie out of CU that's doing really great things He was in mini camps. Let's see if he can carry that over into training camp and into the season for the Carolina Panthers. So thank you, Jerry Jeudy. Thank you, Jimmy Horn Jr. for joining us tonight. And thank you for watching and listening. Nightcap with Unc and Ocho. We'll see you on Sunday.